Nina learns Valentin is in deep with Pikeman. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel General Hospital in Drew's office. He and Nina finish another round of sex. Nina can't believe they did this again and wonders what is wrong with them. Drew says she definitely enjoyed herself while in the moment. As they pull themselves together, Willow knocks on Drew's door. When the knocking stops, Nina assumes it's the cleaning staff, and they move on to the next office. Drew calls housekeeping and says he doesn't need his office cleaned as he's working late tonight. Nina realizes she's late for an interview with a congressman but learns from her assistant that he had to reschedule. Nina tells Drew they shouldn't let this become a habit, but Drew wants to know why a congressman is talking to Crimson. She says he is a family friend and he reached out to make a major announcement. Drew says he wants to meet him and notes he's a major player in the house. She asks how she introduces him. He suggests, "Tell him I'm the guy you sent to prison and whose clothes you like to rip off." She says she'll consider introducing him if this doesn't happen again. Willow returns and tries to open the door, but it's locked. She calls out, asking if Drew's in there. He and Nina scramble to finish dressing, and Drew invites Willow in. Nina says they didn't hear her and she then notices Drew's shoe is untied. Willow says she tried to leave a message, but she didn't realize they were busy, so she could come back later. Nina says no need, as they are finished, and she will leave them alone. She goes to leave, but Willow stops her. She admits she was thrown to see them together, but in a good way. Willow thinks if Drew can work with her after she sent him to prison, then he must be a forgiving person. She thinks perhaps it's time for her to let her anger toward her go, too. Nina thanks her for saying that and leaves. Drew tells Willow that it was unexpected and asks how it felt. She says, "Surprisingly okay, and I have you to thank for being the bigger person and showing me the way." He asks what she wanted to talk about, and she wanted some more information on this nonprofit. They sit down to discuss the organization's goal to educate the public on stem cell research and bone marrow transplants, and they want a face and a voice to spread awareness. She asks what she'd be doing. He assumes public speaking, videos, PSAs, and some fundraising. She agrees to think about it, but feels this would give her the flexibility to spend more time with Wiley and Amelia. Natalia finds Maxie at the deception office and has some questions for her, as she seems to be the only person who is serious about the company. Maxie lets Natalia sample some of their products, for which Blaze will be the spokesperson. Natalia asks what Brooklyn actually does here. She knows she had a brief singing career before moving on to music management because her mom did it, but face creams don't make sense. Natalie thinks Brooklyn seems to change careers like others change hairstyles. Maxie says if she's here to undermine Brooklyn's role as Blaze's manager, she's barking up the wrong tree. She says BLQ is her best friend, and she understands all aspects of the music industry and has been doing it all on her own for a while. Natalia calls her a Nepo baby, whose family got her into the business and paved the way for her. Natalia says she is protective of her daughter, especially after what happened with Link. She just doesn't understand Brooklyn, who roped Blaze into working for this company and face creams, which is not her daughter's dream. Maxie asks if all these dreams of Blaze's she's talking about are Blaze's or hers. Natalia says it's always easy to blame the mother, and she'll learn that with her own kids someday. She then departs. As Maxie is getting ready to leave, Nina shows up and reveals Willow just spoke to her in a nice way. She says it was because of Drew, who Willow thinks is her friend now. Nina says they still hate each other more than ever, and even the sex is hateful. Maxie says, "The what?" Nina claims it just happened, twice, and while it's happening it's great, but when it's over she hates him even more, along with herself. Nina moves past the sex and says she needs to keep Drew on her side to help get closer to Willow. She needs to find a way to keep him happy with her. Maxie says, wouldn't it be funny if after everything that's happened that Drew was the reason she got her family back? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, General Hospital Update, and stay with Tia.